Greetings, folks. There's a miracle occurring right now. And that's that the music is playing while I don't have the game focused. And I think that's pretty neat. And I'm not sure why it's doing that. But it's good that it is. I hope you all are having a wonderful week. Welcome. This is Monday, which is weird because it feels like my Friday. But that's just me. That's just who I am and what my life is like. Well, we'll chill for a couple minutes. Just to get things going. Yes. Excuse me. So it's funny because the chat has that like channel points thing in the bottom left-hand corner. Because I'm not the channel itself, I'm like just another user. I am a mod, but I am just another user. I still accumulate all those channel points, and I think I can cash them in for stuff. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know exactly what I'll do with those yet, but 'tis a thing that I find funny. But that said, for those that are just joining us, welcome to the exciting 8th installment of Pyre, I believe it is. I realize now naming this the Em-Pyre Strikes Back that I should have done that at part 5, but that's okay. We can go with part 8 being the Em-Pyre Strikes Back. Welcome to another Yizbrid stream. If you're unfamiliar, Yizbrid Games is a video game publishing company that plucks only the finest fruits from the indie scene. Tiny dev teams, very big stories, lovely corners of the world, such places as Brazil having No Place for Bravery, which you can wishlist on Steam, Poland for World of Horror, Venezuela at the time for VA11 Hall A, Cyberpunk Bartender Action, Masquerada of Songs and Shadows, She Remembered Caterpillars, Nirvana, another Cyberpunk Bartender Action game, all other games that fall under Yizbrid's purview. And they're all lovely games. In fact, I think you can just go wabam, wishlist. And you can check those out on Steam, especially Nirvana, No Place for Bravery, and World of Horror, which is in early access. My name is Fizz. I think I just have a command for myself. Yeah, look at that. You can see my Twitter there at FizzTheHuman. You can also check out my website at findfizz.biz. I'm a voice actor. I do voices. And you'll hear that in today's stream. Yizbrid Games itself has a lovely website. And you can find us and follow us in various locations. At twitter.com/YizbridGames, facebook.com/YizbridGames for the places to follow. Yizbrid.net is the main website, which also has some merchandise, such as, well, I'm not sure if it's available at the time, but we have lots of pins. This one is the Old God pin, which I believe was a PAX exclusive, but don't quote me on that, because things do get restocked from time to time. But such things as, like, the Jill plush, the Dana plush. We have a Jill poster that's up there at this time. Again, I'm not sure about stock, but feel free to check it out. And that's going to be at the merch.yizbrid.net portion of things. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else I have to get out of the way for an opening volley. But barring that, let's get going in some Pyre. We'll just go like this. Oh, now it decides to cut out the sound. That's weird. Oh well. Just a slight hiccup. But yeah, this is a return to form after skipping last Monday due to the Penny Arcade Expo that Yizbrid Games attended. A lovely time over in Boston, Massachusetts, in America, here, United States of. We showed off the demos for World of Horror, the early access version, and No Place for Bravery, which is wishlistable, as I said before. But the demos went over real well. Everybody liked them. It was fun. I mean, that was kind of what's the word? Paraphrasing, but good. People said nice things about good artistic endeavors, and I enjoyed it immensely. That said, we're here to play some video games. Oh, and if you're catching this on YouTube, all of the links that I described were posted in chat, but I believe that I spelled everything out for the most part. Yisbrid is YSBRYD, but you probably already know that since you are on the YouTube channel. And for those of us that are in Twitch right now, live with me, you can check out any of the past videos that I have streamed, or that Meredith or Jacob have streamed, or any of the other fine volunteers and such, over at the YouTube channel at youtube.com/YisbridGames. Lots of odds. Pardon me as I get settled back into doing some of these character voices. It has been a minute. About 2 weeks since I last played Pyre, but I think we'll hop right back in. Shouldn't be too tough. This was a kind of Italian, Venetian, if I remember correctly. Orlek, he has changed. Scarce resembles now the one with whom we traveled there. I am afraid so. I can only begin to imagine what he has been through all these years. I've got to remember what the plot of this, not the game itself, but to catch everybody up, I suppose I can quickly go over. Pyre is about performing rites, which is like it's a sport, a 3v3 sort of basketball / soccer type situation. You're getting a ball into a goal. Every character has various abilities that they can call upon and various strengths and weaknesses, etc. It's an action game, you'll see. As with all Supergiant games, heavy emphasis on art and music, and it's beautiful. That said, story so far, we are a group called the Nightwings. It was revealed to us that we are the ones that judge other people when they come to fight us in this grand tournament. Where, you know, I'm wondering, is my chat hiccuping? No. Okay. Chat is not hiccuping. We're good. Sorry to make the sound. Cut out there for a second. But at any rate, in the course of these, the sport being played, whoever can come out on top at the very end in this grand final, the leader of each, or the leader of the winning team can ascend back to, oh, I'm trying to remember the name of the place. It's been a couple of weeks. The Commonwealth. There we go. The main city that first cast them out. Also, you're not allowed to read. That's bad. That's illegal. So, readers, such as ourselves, main character here, that's a no-no. That's something you don't do. But, yeah. So, I think that kind of catches things up. We are now currently trying to get folks back into the Commonwealth. Oh, hi, Ozora and Shadows of Life. Welcome. Well, hi, friends. Because, you know, we want to enact some change in society once we get back there. So we have this plan that our friend Wolfred here has come up with. The plan with a capital P, as I will refer to it as he refers to his plan with a capital P. To get folks back into the Commonwealth and then enact societal change such that we no longer have folks being kicked out, I think is kind of the plan. A little bit more equality for all. Yeah, so at this point, we're sort of, we're on this line right now where we want to get all of our friends back into the Commonwealth, but by allowing other teams to beat us in that final game, their leaders will ascend as well. And so if we either pity or support, or for whatever reason decide that the leaders of these other teams deserve to go. We've been kind of just playing it by ear and letting some of them, letting some of them win sometimes. Digging the striped lighting today, very noir. Yeah, that's just the sun coming through my, I have a window right in front of me. I face the, I have my computer in the corner of my room, my computer desk here, and then the window is right here. So it around this hour, I end up getting the stripes, but. The sun was shining outside in such a way as to cast a tiger-striped pattern across my visage. Like the tiger, I was ready to strike at an opponent at will. And we'll just have the soft thunder in the background. Is that rain? Or is that, like... I can't tell if that's supposed to be rain or if that's, like, the cart moving. Oh well, back into it. I am afraid so. I can only begin to imagine what he has been through all these years. Reader, as you can see, Oralek and I, we have some years in common. A story for another day. I need some time to look at how all this affects our plan with a capital P. Wait, I can do that. Little drums in there. Reader, sir, Orlek is a principled person. His freedom was denied him just when it was in his grasp. A doleful tale. Wolfred shall tell you more of him in due time. Of that I have no doubt. For now, it seems the stars beseech you once again outside. Okay, well played. Is that Ben? No. Whoever's emote you have, Ozora, I love how well they were able to copycat Jam with their own face. It was rain. TLJ, the longest Johns? Tacky long jump? Nice. There, deep in the infinite dark, once more, you see a single star shining brighter than the rest. The path to freedom beckons you again. Follow it. Oh, so we're at the... Okay. Right till next liberation. Okay, so we have a liberation coming up. LDM the 25th of 10th moon. Orlek, how is it that you live? And perhaps more importantly, what have you done? Is this something that I could have checked every time? Did I just not see that Wolfred Sandalwood just writes notes in here? That's neato. Okay, well, I guess, I don't know who we're fighting next. The Pyre Hearts, I guess? Defeats versus Nightwings. Right, Sir Deluge had beaten us before. Well, we gotta go to the top and see who we're fighting anyway. And we'll decide who we want to allow to, yeah. So, do we want to free one of ourselves, or do we want to free Sir Deluge here? I kind of feel like Deluge should be sent back last. Like, maybe we send... The last time we set someone free, we did, Tamitha, right? I believe was her name. Pamitha's quote sister. Quote. Characters asked for them to go free this time, or no? Yeah. That was. I think that was what happened. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Oh, I apologize. I missed that dialogue. Our plan with a capital P proceeds at pace. We need but continue to make good on all such opportunities the stars present, so much as possible. Then our ranks within the Commonwealth may yet grow strong enough that we shall sway the people towards our cause. It shall be difficult, but the people have their hearts and consciences, and the Commonwealth has long since lost its way. The never-ending wars with the High Wing remnants, the last surviving faction of the Winged Harps, the ancient enemies of the Commonwealth. They are as coarse as their feathers. They hold themselves superior, the Archjustice Androboles the Ninth. The passing of more sentences of exile than ever before, for increasingly more dubious causes. The burning of books, the outlawing of literacy. These are corruptions of the teachings of the scribes. Together we shall prove it soon enough. Volfred, sir. What of Oralek? Volfred says nothing in response at first, but then... Oralek appears to have his own agenda now. We shall have to try and keep an eye on him, although our plan with the capital P remains the same. Oralek is a former exile of the Nightwings, betrayed and abandoned in his moment of glory. I forgot who he was. Yeah, I forget what voice we gave him before, but I feel like it was just, like, generic, like, shonen, villain. I feel like we just gave him, like, if every other character in this game has some kind of, like, nuance to them, he was just, yeah, generic antagonist voice, which was fun, because we needed one of those. He kind of clashes a little bit against some of the characters. Well, nah, he doesn't clash, but, like, it's rare that you see, like, the silver-haired Animu antagonist character just show up. Usually all these silver-haired characters have been friends. Anyway, we have a mountain which we need to climb. Let's all rest up a bit if possible this night. We can fly at break of dawn. Let's see who wants to chat with us. We have some pages revealed. Oh, Tizo. What you got? Tizo seems despondent following the confrontation with Oralek. Tizo is filled with mixed emotions at having seen Oralek again. Like Volfred, he thought for sure that Oralek had perished long ago. Tizo is angry that Oralek acted so unfriendly with everyone. Then the little imp looks at you with sadness in his eyes, but says no more. He skitters up into the rafters. We also have a sub-goal, which is to continue to try and get Sandra free. You bring me brief reprieve from solitude. Oh, I'd seek you in exchange. Which we can't do anything right now. Until our next appointment. We can play with a rock. There are so many things to, like, distract me in this game. So many things to tap and to do. Let's see. Next we are checking the Book of Rites. We have some lore to read. Time Singer Harn. Who is speaking here? Under King Oris, the Sea Sojourner. I need to see what you look like, buddy. I don't remember your voice. This was... Oh, I don't remember what I made him sound like. Under King Oris was... Because he's one of the, like, the knights. He's a worm. So he was kind of... What were the other characters? I need to look at them. Okay. Golgolathanian was... We changed him to... That was going to be Patrick Warburton, if I remember correctly. And then... Joe Moore Minimane, the Alpha Chief, was Spike from Tom and Jerry. Molten Millith was... very, like... I just look at this and see... Yeah, that voice. I forget what voice I compared it to, but alas. Lose glory in 100 minds the scholar. He's old. We'll come back to you in a second. Solium Mur. I believe. Solium Mur was very, he was like, Lurch. But I don't remember. I feel like I did his voice something like this. Where it was, we the eight decree the rights, a test of one's true worth, kind of a thing. And then, ooh, we have a new one about the Nightwings. But I wanted to see what voice that would have been. These are all the teams. Oh. Ha'ub the Swallow was Elmo the Swallow.
So he's going to sound like this.
Maybe take notes of their voices. Yes, I totally should have done that. Then Triesta Tithys was, I feel like I just kind of gave her kind of a, like, very, wizened, something like this, if I remember correctly. Was this gonna be just like generic, like, the stars shine strange beneath the sea, that kind of a thing? Because I feel like we had like two Oldmen. There was Oldman the First, and this was Oldman the Second. Unless I had him as a knight of some kind. I don't feel like looking it up, so you know, he might just get a different voice today. We'll come back to it later. Okay, under King Horus. Time Singer Harn. The tempests ravaging the downside are the handiwork of the Time Singer Harn, known as the Sky Titan. The furious elements, they are his troubled dreams, manifested in this troubled land. Also, we were going to inspect this. We, the eight, we sought to cure him of his ailment, for his unrelenting and unpleasant dreams had long become our treacherous reality. One night, we drew him toward the Rite of Flame, a stratagem of Solium Mur's design. There, he was stricken by the stars, and dazed, and overcome by the eternal shining glory. The Sky Titan thus bonded with the sky. The tempests which remain, they are but lasting traces of his waking dream. Time Singer Harn. And then we gotta talk about the Nightwings. In Elmo's voice, in the words of Ha'ub the Swallow, the Accursed.
What is a life without an adversary? If not for forces that conspire against their will, life would be devoid of its innateness, the desire to overcome. Thus, when we the eight at last each fashioned a triumvirate based on our own ideals, we realized...
Excuse me, you know, we is something Elmo can still say, right? It wouldn't be like...
When Elmo and the other eight went Ha'ub, we realized a void still needed to be filled as the night sky needs moonlight. We eight were united. Our triumvirates shared our affection. They needed us to set them all against a common foe. Thus did we form the Nightwings, a triumvirate envisioned to exceed them all, both through means mortal and divine, and give an undue favor in each turning of the cycle. They are the adversary we all face.
Okay. Get that out of the way first. We don't have to worry about Elmo anymore. I just want to see in the common room. Who we got rid of Jotari. She went on ahead. So next up, I think we want to get another one of our folks over there. Let us fly. We also look for some places we might be able to see some sights. There are little points on the map that we can check and get some insight about the world. Like here. Bertrude slithers up to you as the black wagon passes through the skies above her former abode.
Our kind who lurk below. They will scarce believe we soar above them now. We told them when Sandalwood came to fetch us that we shall not return for some time. Our most accomplished laborers, with whom we shared so many moons in exile, we trust that they shall carry forth the reputation of our services, for we taught them all we know.
Was Bertrude? Bertrude was the one that had the Grievous voice to it, right? Did I miss that on here?
Our most accomplished laborers, with whom we shared so many moons in exile.
Yeah, I think that was right.
We trust that they shall carry forth the reputation of our services, for we taught them all we know.
She seems almost nostalgic as she lists off the various services provided at Big Bertrude's. If that was a different character, please remind me. I apologize. Yeah, I should have taken notes on everybody, but it's been like 2 weeks-ish? No, it's been 3 weeks. That explains more. I was going to say 2 weeks I feel like is not bad. 3 weeks of not playing Pyre, right? Because Pyre, then there was the week I had off, then the week I had off, and then this week. So yeah, 3 weeks later. Or not the week I had off, but 2 Mondays at least. One Monday in flight, 1 Monday working. Yeah.
Curses, bombs, potions, powders.
Wait, oh, this is not Bertrude talking? No. It's curses, bombs, potions, powders, cleaning reagents, sleep medicines, fungicides, seances. Big Bertrude earns quite a name for itself throughout the downside for these and other things. Unless, is this Bertrude talking? I apologize. I guess. No, it's not.
When we are finished here, provided we do not return from whence we came, we shall return to our establishment and carry on our business there, for there is much demand.
Let's go. Oh, that was Big Bertrude's. That's why we were talking about it. Bit of Melith. We keep flying. Just seeing if there were any that I missed, because I feel like I kind of skipped a couple the last time. Here we go. The Emperor's Fall, the Emperor's Ascent. Alright, what are our options? We have the Emperor's Ascent, which lay, I don't know which one, does it show? Is there a way to know which ones we've been to? She'll gain favor from the scribes. I guess it doesn't really matter. Tizo versus Lay. Let's do... Let's do this one. I'm not sure... Oh no, I feel like neither one of these was one we've been to. Let's go over here. I just noticed there's statues of the scribes, it appears. You land amid the narrow passageways of Mount Elodiel, at whose summit awaits the liberation rite. Thus begins our third ascent to the fall of Solian. My agents in the Commonwealth report our plan with capital P is proceeding, with a probability of 44%. Let us strive again to liberate one of our own and raise its chances. Seek the Imp Scribe's favor. With some time to spare after having landed, you join Lei for a brief expedition to the monument of Ha'ub the Swallow.
Thanks be to each of you 8 scribes, for it is you who have united us together in this, your most sacred tradition. The path and the outcome are the same, is that not so? But I need not ask, for I am sure of it, and so I shall follow unflinchingly the path you have prepared for me.
Soon you and she are finished paying your respects. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Ha'ub the Swallow has shown you favor. You shall soon begin your ascent, though there is time as yet to pursue your vocations. Lei got some quickness. We accept these blessings. I've been liking to do mentoring so that we can get everybody all leveled up. Who do we have that we want to push to the end? Is there anything that needs to be unlocked right now? Tizo needs to unlock something. Sir Gilman needs to unlock something. Bertrude. Let's do Gilman because I think I want Gilman to proceed as the next one to put up for adoption. Either Gilman or Hedwyn. I want to see what Gilman does versus I want to see Gilman defeat Sir Deluge here.
This knight is always keen to take even the barest scraps of wisdom, Master Reader.
You and Sir Gilman go over his understanding of his aura. An exile's wrongdoings manifest during the rites as an aura. Contact with an opposing exile's aura banishes the trespasser from this plane. Your wrongdoings are what manifest here. Interesting. I didn't know that. His connection to his presence, both physical and spiritual. This discussion proves informative. I don't think I knew that anyway.
This knight wonders at times about why we are here, and which forces have transpired to bring us here together. Has Under King Auras himself taken an interest in this noble quest?
We can choose a mastery. Okay. Let's see. What did he get? He got the slash ability last time. Slash banishes adversaries in a wider area of effect. We can go straight to having him instantly recovering his stamina, which is sweet. If Sir Gilman and all his allies are banished, he shall instantly return. Honestly, as these are getting harder and harder, I think this one is kind of the one I want to go with, to be honest. This one's cool, but like, just to get me out of a slick situation during this next match, especially if I'm gonna pass him off. Let's do it.
This knight's aura! You have surely seen it, no? It cascades like a flowing waterfall!
I know we did the cistern once before, but also Sir Gilman will get favor here. Mr. Pad's leading the Mount Summit. I know we've done the cistern, so let's do High Road this time. Just in case we hadn't done it yet. I don't remember if we haven't. But I remember the cistern because the Ancient Cistern was like my favorite dungeon from Zelda Skyward Sword. So, while traversing the splendors on the way to the summit, you pass a monument to Jomur Menimane, and Hedwyn happens to take notice. There's new information. 6 of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Brave, or the Alpha Chief.
Is this going to be my chance? I can't help but wonder, but I need to clear my mind of this. It's all just a distraction. I want to return so badly, and yet, while my friends remain here, trapped, I want to help them free themselves. Please, help me in this.
Soon you and he are finished paying your respects. As you prepare to continue your ascent, you sense that Jomur Many-Mane has shown you favor. Got 2 presents for the next rite.
He gave us 2 presents, not just one. We'll have to open them both at the same time.
Please, microphone. Stay, all of you objects, stay where you are. There we go, please. Yeah? Cool. We journey onward. Get comfy. You and your companions arrive again at the Scribe's Gate before an archway carved of stone. Shall we, reader? The minstrel leads you towards his counterpart, who seems unsurprised to see you all approach.
The Exiles of the Night Wings. And you again, Tariq. Greetings, Celeste. Aye, we have returned. The stars shine darkly these past nights. Nothing more than a portent of your arrival, is it? Likely nothing more. Now they are ready for you. Then come forth. Each of you, in turn, please state your name and what it is that you seek while crossing Scribe's Gate. Wait, you.
She points to Bertrude.
You are new amongst this group. You shall go first. Please do as she asks, Bertrude, madame.
We are known throughout the downside as Big Bertrand. We follow Sandalwood, for we are fond of him. He led us into exile, and he shall lead us out.
The Gate Guardian, acknowledges her and motions for the rest of you to proceed. Everyone does so, as before, including you. Once you have all declared yourselves, she regards you all for another moment and beckons toward the mountain's top.
The 8 scribes bid the Night Wings welcome. Go forth with glory. Thank you, Celeste. Until the summit, Tariq.
Alright, since we're hopping kind of right back into things, I'm not going to use any of the difficulty settings. We're going to go kind of easy. Not easy, but like easiest. Makes sense? Oh, but let's go check out this shop.
Hey, welcome back, you guys. You know, I guess this is a pretty decent spot for business all of a sudden. 'Cause, used to be it was real bad up here, you know. I'd be here and just wait and wait and then wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. And sometimes it gets real cold, like I was telling you before and stuff like that. So, anyway, you buying anything or what?
New things, what are you? Bottled Void. After getting banished, the bearer returns in a burst that draws in nearby adversaries. This is neat. Is this when you return, or that once you get banished, you just immediately return? Serums are not needed, but these would be pretty good. Anything I don't... Don't really fling.
Excuse me.
After bearer banishes an adversary by aura casting, an aura burst may occur. That's cool. I'm gonna snag it. Maybe. We're also thinking of using this on someone, but I don't remember who. You know, I think things are fine. I'm not gonna buy anything right now. That's a lie. I'm going to buy something right now because I just remembered that I get pages for buying things.
Appreciate you doing business, and you guys be sure to tell your friends, okay?
Got a bit of lore.
There is a simple pleasure to be found in foraging about this place. Easy for a cur to say, of course. Though barren looking to the naked eye, the downside has its share of semi-hidden treasures waiting to be found. It was a nose for treasure, after all, which drew us here. Certain types of artifacts found in this place would fetch a reasonable sum in soul, whether because they shine with inner light or due to other special properties. I have observed that stardust, freshly fallen from the heavens, sometimes glimmers in the afternoons. I have not found a use for it as yet, although because it brings me faith, perhaps I have indeed.
I apologize, I did not inspect that this time. I forgot to. I will do this right now, so that if it is easier to screenshot or something at this time. There you are. Yes. Pardon me. I think everybody's all equipped. What's this one? Oh, Tail and Crest. Okay. Cool. I think we Gucci. Commence the liberation rite. Again, you have reached the fall of Solium, where one among you can go free, provided you prevail against the Pyre Hearts in the liberation rite. Reader, we would ask a moment of your time. We have to talk. Okay. As darkness falls, the minstrel and Volford pull you aside. Yeah, what is it, guys? What is it? What do we... We have some news that is, depending on how you look at it, potentially unfortunate. Oh, you don't say. I'll raise this up. Please, Lefty Lucy, come now. There we go. The lone minstrel directs your attention toward the dark night sky. The stars are fading. It is true. With the advent of the Titan stars, visibly fewer stars seem to be shining than once you saw in the sky above. Yes, the stars themselves are vanishing. Why, I do not yet understand. But what it indicates is this. The rites are drawing to an inexorable end. The light of the stars. Without it, the rites would be unable to commence. Anyway, that is the bad news. The good news is there are a lot of stars to go. How many liberation rites remain, I do not know as yet. The arithmetic is complicated. An estimation of the number of the stars, the rate at which they fade, the accelerating rate at which we're being summoned here. Anyway, I'll work it out as soon as possible. For now, I felt that you should be aware. We can inform the others in due time. At the moment, though, they have this right to think about. And so do you. Look forth. As the stars above begin to shine, Volfred's words begin to sink in. It seems you have a limited number of chances remaining to liberate your companions, including this one now. Interesting. So our game is drawing to an end. We're going to turn these off. Did we get a new one? We got Time Singer Harn. No, I think we had that one before. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 of them. Unless a new one appears here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think there are 8 of them. I do want to learn that little melody line. I like it. If you liberate a fellow exile, their equipped talisman is returned to your black bike.
Congratulations, reader. It would appear the rites are drawing to a close. Doubtless the doing of that Orlek in all his bitter spite. For now, your exiles have another chance at freedom here upon the fall of Solium. So too do the Pyre Hearts, your adversaries. They fought so very bravely for this moment. Whichever side prevails soon shall send one of its own into the warm embrace of civilization.
The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the pyre hearts, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings.
Sir Deluge tentatively slithers forwards and starts to struggle with his mask. I need a cup of some kind. Here we go. Unless he takes it off.
This knight is called Sir Deluge. He is among the most decorated knights of the Sea Dominion, having survived many, many battles. Record them, I mean, well, these proceedings. For his valor shall soon become the stuff of legend. And probably some of your songs. It is not so that you have fled from every battle in which you were expected to fight, Sir Deluge? Or have our messengers all been misled in this? Lies! Spread no doubt by the detestable Nightwings! Their treachery is such that they dared steal one of our own triumvirate! It is for the triumvirates to decide who shall stand with them. If one of your pyre hearts was taken in by the Nightwings, then ask yourself why your companion would have left.
Oh no, I started giving her the what is that called? The vocal fry that I was giving the other girls. My bad.
It is for the triumvirates to decide who shall stand with them. If one of your pyre hearts was taken in by the Nightwings, then ask yourself why the companion would have left. This knight knows why full well, because not all who hail from the Sea Dominion seem to know the meaning of honor. Now, Nightwings, for the grave injury which you have caused the pyre hearts, we hereby challenge you. Know that this knight would strongly prefer a traditional duel to the death. Such a shame that bloodshed is against the rules.
He somehow puts his mask back on.
Pirates! Protect your liege at all costs! His liberty depends on it! And if this knight is not getting out of here, then neither are you! Woohoo! As for you Nightwings, you bring darkness with you. What have you wrought upon the stars? Celeste, please. We do not know what is amiss here. The Nightwings have come only to see that the liberation is carried out. Indeed. Then make your choice, Nightwings. Who among you is to be anointed here?
Who shall return to glory?
Who can? Unworthy, anoint. Okay, yeah, we're doing Sir Gilman. Though I do want to see what's going on here. Was there anything to say about him, right? Was there anything new here? I think all this was new. I mean, it was old. Yeah. Exiled 3 years. Alright. Sir Frothmore. Was that the one that I said I liked the name of as far as like using for a potential like character last name? Fizz Frothmore. I forget. Lady Shelley. Swarm Knight. Duty bound, serving to Sir Deluge. Did that. I feel like it was a place name and not a character name that I had thought that about though. The Frothmore works nicely. All right. Yeah, we're gonna anoint Sir Gilman.
Sir Gilman.
A second chance bestowed upon this knight!
Who shall be at his side?
We're gonna go... Can I get a motherfucking Rookie up in here?
Toes crossed this time!
And let's do Bertrude, I'm thinking. Or no, it was Tizo that got the ability to come back, right? Recently? No, it wasn't Tizo. Who got that? Lay? Oh, no, Sir Gilman. I am a fool. Let's go, Bertrude. Got this new toy. So I'm gonna get you leveled up a little bit.
We shall ensure his passage from this place.
Yeah, just like in video games that require like a first name, last name, or like in D&D and things like that. I like to reuse Fizz a lot for obvious reasons, but I also like to make last names be kind of lore appropriate. Fizzington just kind of got old hat after a while, but I like Froth more. Since he's Bubbles. And if you have talked with me on the Discord, where you can chat with us outside of the stream, I've discussed my Final Fantasy XIV character at length there probably, but his last name is Bergtusin, which in the Rugadine tongue means son of Mountain Dew. So I try to keep the theming on point.
The choice is cast.
Look, just go easy on this knight, okay? Because he hasn't had it easy, and his fellow worm knights kind of want him out.
No, not this time. Sorry, buddy.
Commence.
That's right. I don't remember how to play this game. I have to... Okay. That's right. I can blast them. Oh, they're gaining on me. Buttons real fast. Triangle is like a jump thing, I think. God, I should have done a practice match. Ah, well. We got this still. And we'll listen to some good music.
A moment, Sir Deluge. Ah! What is it, you? This knight is trying to concentrate here. This knight has a burning question which he must ask of you, sir.
With his helmet off! What do you gain if you prevail here? You who fled the siege of the Spiral Sanctum! What would you do if you returned unto that land? Sir Deluge squirms in an uncomfortable-looking way, but does not respond. You would be returned unto an even higher station on the front, you know, good Sir Deluge, where you might brave many more battles for the glory of the Commonwealth. Is that your wish?
Shut up, Gilman! What would you know of it? This knight, he shall survive, whatever it shall take, whether in the Sea Dominion, the Commonwealth, or in this blasted place. Now, he is getting out of here! You could have survived too, but no! Now we are enemies! And once this knight is free, he shall make everybody in the Commonwealth aware of your great treachery!
Okay. Jumping, slashing, zooming. Zooming. No! Okay. Nailed it. A little bit of stamina back, please. Ha! Got it. Cool. Thanks, Rookie. What was switching? Was X?
Why? Is it raining now? Ah! Just as this knight was beginning to think things could not possibly get worse for him. Now our poor Pyre is getting soaked. Although...
Sir Deluge must have realized that this disadvantage applies equally to you as it does to the Pyre Hearts. Henceforth, your pyre shall be gradually drained by the rainfall. Oh, fuck. Alright. Gotta be quick then. Oh, and the bell goes along with the music. Love it.
That craven Sir Deluge. Doubtless using exile as a means of shirking military service.
I didn't mean to do that. Did I not get it?
Woe
Fuck.
is you.
Nailed it.
The bog throne dove into the flame.
Ooh, look at that damage.
I wonder, shall the Nightwings press their luck?
Oh, I see. That's right. Okay. Didn't mean to run out. Fuck. Okay. I'm fast enough for this. Yeah!
Magnificent.
One more. One more. Let's do this.
Now go on, just once more.
That's not the button I wanted to press. Oh well. I swear there was a slash. Oh, shit. Come back, come back, come back. I thought I had an ability. I had an ability. He was supposed to come back. Oh, well. Oh, I see. The ability doesn't count unless... Got it, got it, got it. There we go.
There it is.
Got it. Cool. That's right. While I'm holding it, I can't use the ability.
Nightwings proved their worth. An outcome which left little room for doubt.
I think I could remember how to play a game after 3 weeks. That's okay.
Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus the scribes have chosen
Look at him wiggling there.
the exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free. Absolved of all misdeeds. Return to glory in the Commonwealth.
The only thing that I'm unhappy
His
about is that I
adversary
won't be doing his voice
and all
anymore.
others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
I think that's why I'm gonna end up keeping Ruki around.
This knight knew this was too good to be true.
Sir Gilman, once a proud knight, who has regained his freedom in the liberation rite, stares at nothing in particular. You sense he is still taking in what has transpired and what it means for him.
So then, this knight, he is to be free? He is to be free? Nay, but that would mean... Why, that would mean his honor is restored. One cannot go back into our commonwealth by any other means. This knight's exile was self-wrought, his disgrace profound, that he has been atoned under the eye of the Underking and those of all his noble comrades.
He begins to grow very emotional, and then...
This knight loves you all! He loves you all, that you would strive for him and let him join your noble quest. This knight does not feel as though he is deserving of this outcome, yet the result appears inarguable. Even now, this knight is drawn into the Shimmer Pool. How time grows brief. Therefore, know this, beloved friends. This knight shall ever strive on your behalf, there in the Commonwealth. Though his honor may have been restored, his true journey only now begins. And so, good friends of the Nightwings, this knight must now bid you farewell. However, the bonds we formed together shan't be broken by mere distance. Nay, strive on, good friends. Strive on!
You can still hear Sir Gilman as he vanishes into the Shimmer Pool.
If this lowly knight could have achieved such glory, surely can you all. For now, farewell, farewell!
Sir Gilman earned back his freedom.
Godspeed, Sir Gilman.
Godspeed, Sir
Scribes
Gilman.
are ever merciful. By their grace, the The cycle of the rites may yet continue for a while.
All right. I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss that boy.
Until the rites begin anew.
I'll let it load the next thing, but then it's time for a break, because I believe we just hit 6 o'clock. Yeah. So here we'll leave this music playing for a little bit. At this juncture, it's time to get up. Stand up, stretch, get some water, which I have, but I'll be getting a little bit more maybe. Take some meds, which I'm all caught up on for today, which is nice. And anything else you need to do, as it says in the Nightbot command there. And I shall be back in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that. So, ta-ta for now. See you shortly. Not much to report. Had a nice break. Checked on the social medias. Chatted with a couple of family members. Now we're back into it. You return to the wagon after having prevailed against the Pyre Hearts in the Liberation Rite. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day as well, and hope that your break was just as nice as mine. Not too shabby, people.
Would we make good of all such incidents?
You succeeded in liberating Sir Gilman, who returned to the Commonwealth in glory. Then Volfred asks the group to gather. You sense you know what news he's about to share.
Everyone, I must apologize to bring such news at this late hour, but I felt that you all would wish to know as soon as possible. The context of our plan with a capital P has changed.
Also, we're at a 50% probability of success, so... He looks about at everyone before revealing to them what the stars have revealed to you both.
The stars above are disappearing. They seem to just be fading away, one by one, for reasons that the scribes alone may know for certain, though we all may harbor our suspicions. See for yourself if you have any doubt that this is so.
A hush falls over your companions, all exhausted from the rite, and now stunned into silence.
If this phenomenon continues unabated, we have every reason to believe it shall, then the rites shall cease when the stars no longer shine. Permanently cease, that is.
Your companions exchange glances. You sense negative emotions rising. Confusion. Fear.
Before, I gave you the impression that, should the Nightwings not prevail in a liberation rite, there would be other chances. This remains so. However, our chances now are numbered. The exact number I have yet to ascertain, but to be quite frank, there are more of us than we have chances left.
You sense your fellow exiles are beginning to realize what this means.
I know this must be difficult to hear, but it is not to be a cause for panic. Our plan with a capital P remains essentially unchanged. We shall take which opportunities arise and return as many as we can. I urge you all to take whatever time you need to think this through. At dawn, we shall head south again to Moonlight Alcove. We can discuss this further then. Now, please get some rest. Our path grows harder, though not insurmountable. Not while we stand together. We can still prevail.
The group disperses. Some whisper in hushed tones, others turn to their quarters, speechless. There will be time later to better understand this omen. Alright, that's kind of fucky. I would like to know how many chances I have left. Following the successful outcome of the Liberation Rite, you find Bertrude muttering something to herself. You hear some of the words as you approach.
Shouldst thou seekest darkness, then may nightfall come to thee in time. Shouldst thou seekest courage, then may bravery soon bloom within thy heart. Shouldst thou seekest water, then may the oceans open wide for thee. Shouldst thou seekest fortune, then...
You recognize it as the Bog Benediction, an old blessing of goodwill from the southern bogs, never uttered there in modern times, though you have never heard it said aloud. Then Bertrude sees you there and cuts short the chant.
Clearly to explain thy presence, reading one. We were amidst an invocation, which must now begin anew. 'Tis for the Worm Knight, if thou needest know, to speed him on his homeward journey. The Worm Knights are a distant kin. Unlike their ilk, ours have been but passing interest in the sea. There within the depths have we long seen that which is to be seen. Nevertheless, the distant kin is kin. That foolish Worm Knight, surely he could never have survived his years if not for divine aid. Thus, we provide him more. Then, perhaps the Worm Knight, easily underestimated as he is, perhaps he shall turn out to be of some small benefit as part of Sandalwood's designs.
She glares at you intently for a moment.
Mistake thee not these actions for affection, nor for a longing for the loudness of the place to escalate ever again to volumes such as only his incessant shouting could achieve. Now, leave us, reading one. The implication must be finished ere the Worm Knight finally arrives upon the shores beyond this land, before his homecoming.
She turns away from you and then begins her chant again.
Should thou seekest shelter, then may the elements be merciful to thee. Should thou seekest kinship, then may thine kin hold memory of thee. Should thou seekest darkness,
You leave her to the benediction. The Worm Knight's absence is already felt. You know, however, that he will strive with all his might on your behalf there, on the other side. Let's see. The Pyre Hearts, in the words of Haub the Swallow the Accursed.
The Pyre Hearts all follow in the path forged by the Underking Oris, whose many deeds exceed the smallest stature that somehow contained him. His is the most spirited triumvirate, their courage unfaltering, their hearts full. They live always with vigor, and perhaps they die with it as well. They are the Underking's own kind, as at home above the sea as in it, never ceasing, ever longing, as they do, for something more. The Underking chose wisely for these qualities, and teaches that a life devoid of passion is a life devoid of life itself. That burning passion is the fuel that drives the Pyre Hearts, and, in turn, us all.
Was there more? There was more. Triesta Tithys was our... yes.
Each one of us within the 8, besides the imp Haub, we would have perished in the downside had we not found each other and, together, formed our union. Here, in the downside, are bound. But that which binds us here does not have some latitude. We choose the bond of kinship. Our exile took precedence over our differences. The Em-Pyre, which had subjugated all our kind into a tense alliance, shall give way to a society in which our differences are paramount. There may you embrace your ancient cultures, while jointly forming a great culture all its own. Next to mercy, it is a kinship that shall form the bedrock of our commonwealth.
Thanks. Beyond Crystal.
You call upon me for some purpose, my reader?
Nope. Apparently not.
Oh, excuse me. Does this still talk about him?
Oh, it says liberated now. Oh, what does it say? Oh, Gilman did not want it anymore. Do they all say that once they're liberated? Dwink. Well, we continue the journey, I suppose. Good morning, everyone. We are at the mercy of the stars, and none can say how soon they'll shine for us again. Let us recover for a while at Moonlight Alcove and decide how to proceed. And there it is. Let's go! Oh, excuse me. I apologize. I am yawny today. Best make yourselves as comfortable as possible here for the time, Nightwings. The rites ought to commence again before we know it. Until then, be well. Thus, you and your companions remain on the mountaintop waiting for the stars to shine again. The cycle of the rites is ending. The news that Volfred and the lone minstrel revealed to you now threatens to disrupt the group's resolve. Who most deserves their freedom? Can there be any hope for your revolutionary plan with a capital P to change the Commonwealth if too few exiles manage to return? These questions hang like a fog over you and your companions as you linger there on Mount Elodiel. For now, the Exiles of the Nightwings vow to stick together. For as many opportunities as they shall have. Many moons pass. One cold evening, Volfred finds you off on your own. Well, my boy. Well, my boy. It's time once more. Come see. Volfred indicates the sky, and through the snow you see that he is right. Soon all of your companions are gathered. Volfred regards the group in his steady manner. As you all know, I have refrained from participating in the rites myself. This was a long-held choice of mine, for a variety of reasons. Chief among those reasons is so that I might direct our plan with a capital P, free from unwanted attention, both from our adversaries here and those who would oppose us in the Commonwealth. Do we get a Volfred? Another reason is my past experience conducting the rites. It did not end on good terms. Before my time, the Nightwings comprised 3 exiles. Brighton, a former exile of the Nightwings who conducted the rites alongside Orlek and Erisa. Erisa, a former exile of the Nightwings who conducted the rites alongside Volfred and Orlek. And Orlek, a former exile of the Nightwings betrayed and abandoned in his moment of glory. Little Tizo was with them as well, still learning in their ways. After Brighton regained his freedom in the liberation rites, the Nightwings took me in. A story for another time, but for one thing, I had capacity to read the ancient book. Anyway, when next we earned our way into the liberation rite, Orlek was anointed for return. He had long been in exile, and his horns were beginning to show. We prevailed. Little Tizo snuffed the accuser's pyre. Lendl the Liar. I forget which one that is. Thus Orlek earned his freedom. However, just as the Shimmer Pool was to engulf him, Erisa, she shoved him from the precipice and took her freedom in his stead. She perished, of course. Only the anointed can transcend the Shimmer Pool. But she thought the warnings were a myth and paid the price. She was always restless, excuse me. I presumed Orlek perished too. To survive a fall from Mount Elodiel, I was left alone. Subsequently, I made no attempts to reassemble the Nightwings, knowing that such treachery, such harm, was even possible as part of this ordeal. I, frankly, still do not hold Erisa entirely at fault for what transpired. I hold, instead, the Commonwealth responsible, for it put us in this desperate situation. And I resist the urge to think the rites may partly be to blame as well, for pitting brother against brother, sister against sister. Volfred breathes a deep sigh. Now I see that Orlek yet lives, at a time when our plan with a capital P is already in motion. And even the stars are fading. Perhaps a signal that the scribes themselves know that the Nightwings are divided, that they do not approve. But I choose to take it as a sign that we must act. The scribes have put us in a set of circumstances where each one of us may rise to the occasion. The Nightwings in our plan with a capital P need all the help they can get, and so I have made a decision which I wish to announce here to you all. Join us! In the name of the Nightwings, and reader, by your leave, I would conduct the rites again. Hell yeah! Long have my skills languished in the matter, I admit, although I trust I shall regain them soon enough. While I once vowed never to conduct the rites again, our present situation calls for all our resources to be brought to bear. So, if I may be of use during the rites to come, I shall avail myself. That's all. Now then, our reader shall determine where we are headed come first light. Volfred bows his head to everyone while the others exchange looks, then one by one salute him in return. Volfred stands ready to conduct the rites again. Welcome back to the ranks. Sweet. Gather the band. Achievement unlocked. Once more do several stars shine bright in the night sky, revealing several paths for you to pursue toward salvation. Let's go.
Oh, excuse me.
Lundium the 7th of 12th moon, 8:37 AS. Reader, my boy, as I shall now conduct the rites with the others, I implore you, please take over for me here. Scribes be with you. Neat. Wait, do I have to do stuff in here? There's no way. Honestly, I should have seen this coming too, with Manly Tinderstauf being a character that like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that there would be like a type of what are those called? Saps. We would have a sap on our team. Alright. Oh, Lendl the Liar was the accusers. I see. I don't remember what voice I gave him. That's okay. Alrighty, let's do... I want to just do Triesta. He was a fun character to play. Yeah, we've already done them before too. Yeah, let's do Tinderstauf.
Very well then, reader. Once more you shall face Manly and the Chastity when next the stars align. We may set course for the nest of Trieste at dawn. For now, please get some rest in the remaining dark of night.
Let's check him out. Yo. Full Fred. He's a long-standing exile of the Nightwings who seeks more than his own freedom. Yo. He has full inspiration. He can just play catch-up. Sprout spawns a sapling at a nearby location which has its own aura. Cool. Shield channels a barrier that deflects adversaries' casted auras back at them. Double cool. Blink vanishes underground, emerging further forward almost instantly. This character sounds great. Sap tree-like creatures. Professor. He taught enough history to know that what he was forced to teach was not the whole truth. He was a history professor. That's neat. His crime was publishing. He owned and operated a stamping press, using it to spread anti-Commonwealth propaganda. The records state he sought to undermine trust in Commonwealth doctrine and tradition, and he's been out here 9 years. By day, he was an unassuming history professor. By night, he operated a small but illegal stamping press of his own design, which he used to disseminate provocative ideas concerning how a truly peaceful Commonwealth might look. When his underground press was at last discovered, it was publicly destroyed. Eventually, he too was found and cast down. In the downside, he was taken in by the Nightwings, who sought someone with his experience. Since then, he hatched a long-term plan with a capital P to recruit like-minded individuals who might stand together to usher in a new age for the Commonwealth. Let's see what you got, buddy. Oh, we don't get to see yet. Okay. Do I have a thing I can give you? Let's see. Talismans. Buffs. Got the Thorned Knot back. Let's see, Tristus. Oh, we can't use these. I see, they're blacked out. Let's do... Let's level some of these up, maybe. I wonder if this even works with him. I have no idea how the stats work. I mean, how the abilities work. I guess we'll do one of these. Do this one. I mix up my team too much. How much can we boost this? Let's go there. Right. Afterward, a list of terms which you may wish to know. As an exile of the downside, as reader of this book, and as conductor of the rites, you are engaged now in a cycle which has lasted since the dawn of this age. Here within this part of the book, if is offered summary of all key figures, locales, terms, and astral phenomena you shall encounter, either firsthand or in passing on your path. To know the history of the downside and the rights is to prepare yourself to walk the path toward enlightenment and then to liberty itself. Should you be free again, remember, reveal not the rights themselves, nor the existence of this book. Neat. Oh, cool. I just get everything. Cool. Oh, what? Wait, the scribes have, like, crazy weapons? This is new. Hang on. Golgol Athania, known as the Master General and the Nomad Scribe, he wields the legendary Tower Shield Oath-Taker. Haub the Swallow, known as the Accursed and the Imp Scribe, he possesses the legendary Wings of Misfortune. Joe Moramini, known as the Alpha Chief and the Cur Scribe, he wields the legendary Jawblade Kneebender. Luce Glorian, known as 100 Minds, and the Sap Scribe, he wields the legendary Staff, the Genealogy of Sklorian. Oh, wait, where were the others? Can I scroll from here? Interesting. So this doesn't quite work with Inspect, it looks like. Molten Millith, known as the Wild Witch and the Crone Scribe. She wields the legendary Lantern, Flame of the First Hag. Solium Mur, known as the last of his name and the Demon Scribe. He possesses the legendary Black Nails of the Fallen Emperor. Triesta Tithys, known as the Blessed Born and the Harp Scribe. She wields the Holy Scepter of the Saurian Empire. Under King Auras, known as the Sea Sojourner and the Worm Scribe, he wears the legendary Bladed Mail Silverfish. Triumvirates. Talking about all of their core values, I guess. Yeah. Citizens of Sar. Curs, Crones, Demons, Empire of Sar, the... Oh, Empire of Sar, comma, the. Good. Interesting. Huh. Harps, winged creatures from whom common folk perhaps descended. Downside regions. Does that mean that I've been to all of them? Celestial landmarks. Greater Titans. Atlanteus, Dullness, the Locket, the Ash Titan, Trigger Widow, the Root, Serpent, World. Hive, Ash, Blood, Root, Serpent, World, Bone, Imp, Sky, Seed, Nightmare, and Star. Interesting. Ooh. This one's, we don't get to know this one's name. Interesting. Wait, that was Eastlock, right? Yeah. Was that just, like, not supposed to be said? It's a censored word. It's part of the lore. Like Eastlock is, like, you wouldn't write it in a book. Golden Stars. Okay, the Star of the Songfisher. Those born under are well cultured and influential. I like Songfisher. That's a cool title. Okay, the Star of the Sandrunner. Those born under it are adventures outgoing. Capriast, Star of the Moon, Stag Hunter. Correct. Oh, right. So it's Aquarius, Aries, Capricorn, right? Cancer, Leo, Libra, Gemini, yeah. Pisces, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Virgo. Okay. Neat. Songfisher, Sandrunner, Moonstag, Hunter. Seventh Jester. Silver Spear, Black Saddle. First Empress, Wooded Watcher, Whistling Prince, Old Cutter, Great Oarsman, and Broken Bowyer. Huh. I like it. I like their lore. Not yet. Okay, on we go. What time is it now? 6:41. Okay.
I do so hate to thusly contact you, O reader.
Oh.
Yet an awful rumor reached me recently that you have within your retinue a traitor to the Nightwings and the Commonwealth alike. But you would never harbor such a traitor, now would you? I trust your time within the downside would have taught you that.
You rise after a fitful night of slumber. Somehow the voice, which thus far has reached you only in the rites, has found its way into your sleep as well. You shake free of it. The time at Moonlight Alcove has made everyone restless. The group is eager to set forth at your command. Somebody kind of sus? Is that what's going on?
The unmistakable remains of Zylvia's horse-headed which protrude from the ash and fire there below. Some have taken it to be a work of sculpture, reader. The tale of a titan felled by Saint Triesta Tethys. That is more unbelievable than the thought that some daring exiles over many years carved the titan's visage out of stone. Be that as it may, the climate and the cliffs are home now to exiled harps, such as the Essence, whom you faced here when first you arrived. Even they do not all know of the locale's sacred significance.
Neato. Wakingwood. As the wagon soars across the skies above Wakingwood, you notice Volford appears lost in thought. You cannot sense straight away what he is thinking. Do not mind me, reader. It is simply that being here in this vicinity, it brings back a lot of memories, and gives me much to ponder. I hid within those woods for many, many years, making preparations for our plan with a capital P. I cast aside my raiments and became untraceable. There I waited for the plan with a capital P to germinate, so it means a lot now to be here above that place at last. Quite the view, wouldn't you say, my boy? My boy. That's of Triesta. Passage Razor Sharp Sands. Excuse me. Let's do Vocations or Highwing Cove to get something of value. I think we have stuff we can sell that I don't really use if I really want to, so let's go here. Let's head inside for a second. Because we do need to talk about who might be a traitor. Let's get a couple drinks in us real fast. I feel like there are characters that, like, can't be. Like, I want to kind of scratch them off. Going down the list. There. Volford appears to have finished sealing some sort of document. He smiles as he approaches you. Hello, my boy. Was just on my way out to make a drop. Report a bit of progress our supporters on the other side should like to know. It is not clear to you as yet exactly how Volford is able to communicate with agents in the Commonwealth. We have our ways of making certain that such messages manage to make their way to whom they need to reach. Most of the time, at least. It's not exactly the most dignified of methods, but the messenger imp is as hard-working as the rest of us, or dare I say, more so. He's one of Volford's couriers tasked with delivering news to and from the Commonwealth. Look at that dude. Looks like a little pug bat. Most imps lack the capacity to do that job. They of course cannot traverse the outer boundaries of the downside, but they can squeeze much closer than any of us. Volford offers to tell you more of this process. It seems that he has been using certain imps to relay messages to his agents in the Commonwealth for some time now. Kratos' voice, boy! From that point, we depend on certain other means. A trafficker like Ruki would likely be familiar with them. Then my agents intercept the messages as they arrive. The messages are coded in the off chance they reveal themselves before unwanted eyes, but even still, my agents put themselves in great peril there, supporting our cause and our plan with a capital P. I could not ask for a more dedicated bunch. A shame we cannot meet them, separated as we are. If we succeed in our endeavors, it shall be thanks in no small part to them. They have identified hundreds of citizens grown loyal to our cause, found hidden corners where they can speak freely. Their goal is to grow in numbers while remaining safe. For we cannot resist the Commonwealth if too few citizens stand with us, whether due to apathy or fear or lack of willingness to see our nation as we do. Some of these agents I have known for many, many years, since long before my exile. Many were former students, from my days of teaching Commonwealth doctrine. It was clear then who among us did not take the common view. These days I report to them our progress, and they in turn report theirs back. From that assessment, I update the estimation of our plan with capital P's success. Our chances of success increase substantially each time we liberate one of our own, but those loyal to us in the Commonwealth slowly gather strength regardless, knowing of our efforts. Thus do we inspire each other, not unlike the dynamics which I see among the Nightwings here. Now, good afternoon then, reader. I've a delivery to make. He strides out the wagon bearing the sealed message. Let's do a practice match. No, this will be fine. Yeah, I was gonna do a practice match to practice using Wolfred, but I feel like just going out and doing a doing the next whatever it is that I have to do would be a better choice of my time. Foreboding feelings stuck with you since your arrival in the molten crags of Blackshore. Some of it spreads to others in the group.
I don't like letting the downside get to me like this.
Tomorrow can't come soon enough. You decide to focus on pursuing your vocations until the Black Wagon is ready to move on. We're gonna keep mentoring. And let's do... I want to get Wolfred caught up. Certainly, I would appreciate your point of view. You ask Wolfred to explain to you in his own words the histories of the 8 scribes and speak to how their varied backgrounds formed the basis not just of the rights but of the Commonwealth. I must see your dealio. It's been a while since my last outings in the rights, begging for your continued patience as I recollect the way. Excuse me. Some mastery for Wolfred. Let's see what he's got. Enhancing a sap's triumph for its ability to persevere. Saplings protect its triumvirate. Okay. Something shall automatically spawn near his pyre until he returns. Cool. After casting Sprout, Wolfred's sapling spawns faster than usual and gains a larger aura. Sprout during a rite. After casting Sprout, Wolfred may remotely detonate a sapling in an aura burst. I like that. Oh, right. It said that the strength and wisdom of the ages always followed in the root steps of Loose Glory. 100 Minds knew that all the knowledge of his ancestry was always there to guide him. Epiphanies about the very nature of the world occurred with regularity to Loose Glory in the 100 Minds. Numbing Gust, while Wolfred and his allies are banished, adversaries are slowed and cannot use abilities. The winds of change shall scour the land from whence we came, but leave this land untouched. Interesting. Once Sprite of Wolfred's adversaries extinguishes Pyre, it is restored by 10 instead. While using his shield ability, Wolfred shields his allies as well. I like that. Wolfred permanently gains +5 hope, hastening how quickly he returns from banishment. Or... This is cool, but, like, not cool enough to spend on these, even though that's gonna, like, make things hella easy. We're gonna go this route. Because I think his, like, Sprout ability is pretty cool. I hope. I sometimes fear the spirit of the teachings of the scribes is already long forgotten back where we come from. We'll try it. Yep, we have enough time to do this one, beat it, and then take another break. The wagon comes to a sudden stop after a near miss with someone or something that got right in its path. At first, you see no sign of whomever or whatever it was, but then a voice rings out from off to the side of your path. The friendly yet somehow aggravating tone leaves little room for question as to who it is. We're not going to get him as a character, are we? I would die.
Hey guys, so maybe watch where you're going a bit more next time, I guess? You must have scared Dad half to death. I mean, just look at him. But it's good running into you like this, because I got for you a really special deal. We got some pretty out there stuff on hand, and it's been slowing us a bit, to be completely honest here. Something about him, I don't know, but Dad just hasn't been himself. But once we open shop, why, these little numbers, they're gonna go flying off the shelves. And you can have first dibs. All you gotta do is give us a lift, because you're headed to the nest of Trieste, right? Just, drop us off when you get there, okay?
The black wagon does not provide for you the most spacious accommodations, but it may have room enough for Falcon Ron, barely, at least for the short remainder of your trip. On the other hand, you sense a troubling energy from whatever strange artifacts he is transporting right now and wonder whether you should get involved. Yeah, get the fuck in here. The thought of having to travel with Falcon Ron fills you with a nameless dread. Versus the slug market proprietor seems in need of some assistance that you may as well provide. Yeah, get in here, buddy. Though your fellow exiles exchange cautious looks, you invite Falcon Ron to climb aboard.
Oh, great, thanks, guys. I'll just, squeeze right in,
He does not.
Dad, come on, put your back into it already.
Eventually, Falcon Ron manages to get on board as you prepare to set forth again. Welcome him aboard for now. Please always make that sound and always stay with me. After what felt like an interminable trip, during which Falcon Ron did not even once cease to speak of matters relevant only to him, you reach your destination. It's like they knew what I asked.
Anyways, thanks guys, and remember what I said, these stingers I got here, you got dibs on them. If you come to visit me and Dad, that is. Now, we'll be going, so, be seeing you, okay?
Whether from Falcon Ron's ceaseless drivel or the ill effects of his cargo, everyone is left feeling out of sorts. -5 glory. Try not to think about it. We'll be fine. What you got? Hedwyn seems preoccupied with something, but sees you as you approach. Hey, my friend. Come join me for a bit. His smile returns as you draw near. What a mess we've gotten ourselves into. Gotten you into. I just... It's something I feel bad about. Back when we found you in the sandfolds, did you have any idea what you were getting into? Edwin wishes to know how you're feeling about your journey together. It's gone as well as can be expected. I'm grateful for having met Hedwyn and the others here and for having survived. It's been difficult for you at times. Your travels through the downside have not always been pleasant, to say the least. So you feel like you've been through this before. It is an unshakable sensation your language has no way to describe, yet you feel it nonetheless. Huh. It's gone as well as can be expected, I think. It has been difficult at times, but I don't dwell on that. You reply that for all the struggles you have had to face together with this group, you remain grateful for this journey. I wonder if that last line is supposed to signify, like, replaying the game? I don't know. For it is not so that through such struggles are the bonds of friendship. Oh, for is it not so that through such through such struggles are the bonds of friendship made stronger? Hedwyn nods his head in agreement. I think you're right about that. I guess if you can read the stars, then reading matters of the heart might not be all that difficult either. He says nothing more for some time. Look, there's something else I wanted to tell you. You've guided us through this whole ordeal. We've come to depend on having you around. But when the time comes, I hope you do what's best for you. I know being part of a group like this, it's supposed to be all about the group, all about the greater goal, and my accent is dying. I know being part of a group like this, it's supposed to be all about the group, all about the greater goal, and I get that. It's just, I don't think you owe any more to me or anybody here. All of us, We all have problems, right? We wouldn't be here if we did. We're all a part of this, and we're all helping one another through it. But, in the end, no one's responsible for our own problems except us. So, whether it's that business between Tamitha and Tamitha, or Sir Gilman and his honor, or me or anybody here, it's for each of us to sort it out. I'd like to think that's why we're here. The perspective that we gain knowing each other. I think it's helped us all make it this far. But, in the end, it doesn't even matter. I tried so hard and got so far, but our problems are our own. No one's expecting you or anyone to set them right for us. Or, so I keep saying to myself. It's all any one of us can do to deal with our own problems, than to also have to deal with each other's. I think we're all just grateful at this point to have each other for support. So, thank you, my friend, for yours. Now, take care. I'm off for a bit. He lays a hand on your shoulder as he heads out of the wagon. Is he the traitor? Is he? Loose Glory in 100 Minds says this about the Nest of Trieste.
The ashen effigy of the nightmare titan, Sylvia's horse-headed, looms as dark as ever on the precipices of Black Basin, where her chaotic influence sundered the land itself until it wept with fire. The very instant that our graceful friend Trieste Tithys finally laid to rest the greater titan with the power of the holy scepter of the Em-Pyre, the stars shone down upon us all with blinding light. Trieste thought that she could bear her children in the warmth there, but alas, now the stars revisit that locale with regularity. The fissures in the rock do pose more danger than one ought to invite, but the summons to the nest is to be honored.
Okay. Can I? No, I can't. Nope. Let's do it. I just want to drink with Tamitha again. Notice me, Tamitha. Notice me. Where'd we get this? Oh, it's from Big Bertrude's. I see. I think we've had that for a while. Okay. We need to shop as well. Because there's new shit.
Hey guys, thanks again for helping me and Dad back there. We really owe you one. And so, as promised, I got something really, really good in stock for you right here.
He pauses for dramatic effect, then he reveals to you several artifacts. Black Hoof, Black Heart, and Black Claw. Cursed talismans. Bear has 100% more stamina than usual, but cannot grasp the orb. Ooh, are all these cannot grasp the orb? Oh. After getting banished, Bear either returns with infinite stamina or as a fast-moving howler. Okay. And Black Claw, the Bear's aura remains while grasping the orb, but cannot be cast. Cannot be used by worms, harps, or crones. One of the three scattered realms. Thrice cursed demon who roam the downside in a state of madness. Interesting. Bear's aura remains while grasping the orb. Oh, I see, but cannot be cast. So that's like a Rookie one, yeah? Oh, well, he doesn't have a very big aura. They emanate with energy that cannot possibly be completely healthy.
Nice, huh? You guys, you got first dibs on these bad boys. I can tell you what, they're going to go fast.
I like this one a lot. Oh, it's only 16. Yeah, I can afford that. Hell yeah.
Ah, great, you guys. I knew you were discerning customers now. You enjoy that one, okay? And remember, I still got the others too, and you can buy them if you want. Though these ones, they are real popular, and so no refunds on these guys, you understand? But they are real good, so there's no chance you're gonna want to pawn them off.
I do kind of want them, but... What is this one? Presence is the one that gives you more space around yourself, right? Oh, and yeah, or more aura. Are there any things here that I want to just chuck back, like this? I never throw the orb. almost wonder if I should turn these back in. I forget who it was in chat that has experience in this game, but do I need these for anything? Would keeping them around change anything?
Ah, you guys really are my favorite customers, you know.
Alright. Well, let's do the right. Everything is prepared, and night is just beginning to take hold above the molten crags of Nest of Trieste when Volfred gets your attention. Look at your drip.
Reader, I suppose you might remember our first meeting with that manly Tinderstauf. He would be mortified, of course, if you forgot. I would say that he is an embarrassment to my kind, but unfortunately I've known many others like him. We are a discontented people, I suppose. Anyway, when last we saw him, you might recall that I avoided him. We are not good acquaintances or anything, but he knows enough people in high places that he could be harmful to our plan with a capital P should he know of my involvement. And so...
Volfred dons his ritual mask.
I shall have to be discreet here, excuse me. I shall have to be discreet here. As I am with the Nightwings once again, I can no longer hide from him outright. Perhaps, though, he shall take me for a common sap. Anyhow, it seems to me we have a right to conduct.
Yeah, let's do it. Did we get a new one?
Atlantis.
5 Em-Pyre. I don't want to use any of these just yet, because I don't trust using, learning how to use, what's his name, without Volfred, without a, some training wheels. But we'll do this one and then we'll go on a break.
Reader, or should I say deceiver, for I detect another exile in your ranks. The exile Volfred Sandalwood himself, that cursed sap. I ought to have known he was behind all this. He has no love for our sacred tradition, yet you would heed his poisoned words over mine own? I thought that we were friends. Then fine. Let us return to a more formal distance.
Oh, Emmett Selk.
My, what have we here? Why, the Nightwings come to grace us with their presence once again. Are you perhaps intent upon humiliating us even more after last time?
You sense Volfred reaching out to you.
Reader, let us indulge him for the time. Perhaps he shall reveal something we can use to provide a disincentive for his meddling. Just let him keep on talking. I shall attempt to remain hidden. And my, the colors of those raiments. I mean, they are rather gaudy in this light, I have to say. Though I mean no offense at this, of course. So, do you suppose the rite is going to commence soon? As much as I enjoy our chats like this, I do have to get going soon. If you must know why, I'm expecting an important message.
I wonder if...
He has very much this thing about his voice, now that I hear it. I suppose I should add that on. Manly Tinderstauf. That sounds about right. From the other side, no less. Come on. I hear something is brewing out there. Some sort of unrest. So yes, it's a very important message. Sent all this way by one of those imp couriers. And I must say, those little things, their services are simply not cheap. So I'm sure that I could get you a good deal on their services if you wish, perhaps, to contact a loved one back home. All I ask, of course, is that you stand aside and let the chastity prevail, as well we ought. For I've a date with destiny not long from now upon the fall of Solium. Oh ho!
I love it. He continues talking for some time until at last the rite is set to start. I'm glad I switched up his voice a little bit. He needs that, that resonance.
Reader, my boy, let us
Excuse me.
Reader, my boy, let us confer a moment here.
I am returned now to the rites, a tradition that I had once disavowed. And now that I've donned the raiments, the voice knows I am here. It is no matter, really, for our plan with the capital P is well in motion. All that remains for us is to prevail. I shall aid you and the others in this task as best I can.
Let us see now whether these old limbs of mine are still of any use.
I think... Oh,
And
cool, it's
there
gonna teach
he
me.
is at last, alive and well.
Slow.
I know that you can hear
Use
me,
grass.
Sandalwood. You're causing quite a stir out in the Commonwealth. You plant your little seeds of discontent. Know that your designs at sowing chaos shall not be tolerated here. Now, good evening to you.
Okay. Neato. It's R2 to blink. Yeah! Rad! Circle to spawn a sapling. Banish the sapling expires. These are so cool. And adorable. Yeah, this is my kind of character. Okay. So I can deflect stuff. I can blink. I can sprout these. Is there like a moment of... There's a moment of, like, flashing where it... Yeah, okay. Alright.
Now then, Nightwings! I look forward to conducting with you all, if and when, of course, the reader calls for us to stand as a triumvirate together.
Oh, it'll be right now, buddy. Oh, my, look at this wonderful assembly of exiles come from all different corners. Such a colorful retinue you Nightwings have. You know, I heard the most preposterous rumor about you, that you are harboring an especially notorious criminal, one who has designs upon the Commonwealth itself. He looks right at Wolfred. But I could not imagine such outlandish tales could possibly be true. Anyhow, I so would like to meet everyone here. Hello, good Nightwings. I am H. Manley Tinderstauf, and truly, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Manley has intruded on your privacy as you set to choosing your triumvirate. He could not be less welcome. He seems to be searching for someone in your ranks. Manley seems to respond to behavior similar to his own. You could send him away. Perhaps a broken limb or two might cause Manley to think better of such antics next time. No, he's getting a warning. You warn Manley to back off immediately or there will be consequences he will not appreciate at all. He stares back, but you see something in his eyes. Why, I never! How dare you speak to me that way, you lowly, crippled, ragged little churl! I have many friends who could make your miserable life so very, very worse. Oh, but this is so uncivilized, I have to say, so very disappointing. Anyway, I ought to go check on my wonderful colleagues. See you shortly, and good luck. Yeah, no, fuck off, buddy. Manley leaves at last, leaving you to focus on the right again.
Choose quickly your triumvirate.
What's it say about Manley? I might have to take a break and then come back and do this battle. I think that's gonna be it, because then I think we're gonna focus on leveling up Sandalwood, and then getting his thing from the sphere. I think that's gonna be the goal. Wait a second. Are these? Are these abilities like? And the fact that also was it bribery? Is all this information to say that we could use these characters later, or is it just every character has these stats? Like it looks like these could be playable. Just a thought. Okay, well I know we're gonna choose Volfred.
Volfred.
Let's also do... Let's do Bertrude and Tizo. At least Tizo for sure.
Tizo.
And I want to get Bertrude's next ability, I think. Though I want a quick one. I feel like I need to take Ruki along. Yeah.
Ruki. It is done.
I'm actually going to leave it like this. No, I wanted music. One sec. As soon as I have music back. Sorry. Tizo is tired of listening to Monly and wants the right to start.
Are you quite ready yet, O Nightwings? I doubt you are. Because my colleagues of the Chastity and I, we have a trick or two we think shall take you by surprise. Just watch. Don't believe it, just watch.
Is there no music if I pause it here?
Now begin.
I guess not. Okay, well, we're just gonna have some crackling bonfire-y sounds. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Sorry. I will be back. Gonna go on break. Like so. We'll be back in just a few minutes. And then we'll finish it up with this and then the last training one. Thank you so much. Of course I'm muted. I'm always muted. No, it's appreciated. Yeah, welcome back. I was just saying that I had a sorbet, a lemon pomegranate sorbet. Everything was tasty, and I feel a bit more rejuvenated to come back and fight this battle. So let's go. Alrighty, that goes here. No,
The path
that's not how
to
that works.
glory eludes us all.
Eludes us. Okay. I wanna know how this works. Cool. Cool.
Ho, ho, ho.
So then we want to pass this and then run it, yeah? So we let
Glory to the scribes.
what's his name? We let Sandalwood. This is gonna teach me to pass finally, I think. Sandalwood sets up some defensive stuff and then I pass over to somebody else who can run it.
Wolfred Sandalwood, why is it really you, my dear friend? You must be mistaking me for someone else, Monley. However do you mean? I'd recognize that upright posture of yours from anywhere. I knew it had to be you. Oh, what a glorious surprise indeed.
Oh, he took his mask off. What a glorious surprise indeed.
Oh, it's me all right. But you're no friend of mine, Monley. No more than I am yours. So cut your nonsense for a change and face me like a proper sap.
To have such spark left in those old limbs of yours. Well, if you want me to be rude, then fine. Let's have it your way, sir.
That manly Tinderstaff has such a mind for politics. Would that he focused on the rights.
Oh, that didn't work.
Quite the turn of events.
Where am I? What happened? Oh,
The
that's
flame
a...
is stricken.
I thought that was a character. Oh, I see. I see how this works now. Can we run it? In we go.
Glorious.
Did I not get that? Lame. Oh, they're kicking my butt. Oh, jeez. How did he do that?
Flames grow weak.
Okay, Tizo, it's up to you. You know what? In you go.
Glory to the scribes.
Oh, jeez, how did they gain so much health? Okay. That's not what I wanted. Wanted this, then that, then run it.
Splendid.
Jeez, we're doing like hardly any damage. Okay, I like this plan.
So much for Wilfred.
Come on. Yeah, okay.
Fire.
This is how we're gonna have to do it. Get Wolfred in there. Have him grab it, pass it, and then I skedaddle.
Remember everything
Okay.
which you hold dear.
This is tough, but okay, I think we got it.
That's it.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, they threw it. That's
Simply
right.
threw it in.
That's a thing you can do. I forgot. Okay.
The orb. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Wilfred banished.
No. Okay. Okay. Get it in. No, come on. No. Okay. Got it. Okay. Can teleport with this. Pass it back. Get it in there, get it in there, get it in there, and go.
The flames of freedom. The orb is up.
In.
The orb engulfed in fire.
4 more. Jeez. But they get like 1 more, I think.
Begone, Bolfred.
Damn it. Okay. 2, 1.
An opportunity.
No. Okay.
Get out, Tizo.
No. Ah, that's it. Alright. Lost. They're really good. Okay. Yeah, okay, hang on. Not out of the ball. Okay, come on. Oh, that was that. Okay. Fly
Sorry,
around.
Bolfred.
Come on, come on, come on. No! Okay. 2, 1. No! Damn it!
Divine intervention.
Oh! Oh! Okay.
What happened there?
What did happen there? Okay. I don't know, but I got this. Oh, jeez.
Plunged into their pyre.
Still 4 more. Jeez. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Damn it. Okay. Damn it.
Sorry, Bolfred.
Nope. That's that.
And it is done.
Man.
The chastity prevailed. And such a well-conducted victory it was.
That was tough. How come I wasn't doing so much damage at all?
The right
Was it just their
ended.
equipment?
Oh, how wonderful. A feeling to prevail in the right, and not just against any old knight triumvirate, mind you, but the Nightwings themselves. Oh, this shall make a splendid tale indeed.
Wolfred watches in silence as he gloats.
Keep spouting off like that, Monley, and you shall reveal all we need to know. You harbor such a fear within your heart there, don't you? Coming from the aristocracy and now in exile. How they must speak of you. What would they think of you if you don't get out? Or even if you do?
Wolfred remains deep in thought, studying his adversary.
There. I see. I see now.
Then Wolfred recedes into shadows.
What? My head? Who? Oh. I believe there must be some mistake. I have to go. Ta-ta. Fine evening to you now. It's been a pleasure, genuinely so.
Monley stumbles away in a stupor.
And there he goes. I've lifted certain burdens from him for the time. A bit of mercy for his sake. For my people's sake. As well, it should ensure he has no lasting memory of our encounter here, or running into me. Now let's be off before he catches up with us again.
The 8 scribes bless us with their ways.
Alright.
Understanding deepens in the mind of the Tizo.
Yes, Tizo. Okay, what am I giving ya? Tizo moves. I think Tizo was the one that I wanted to reset his stuff because I hadn't chosen. Improve moon assignment, move solid speeds, and stamina. So I think I wanted to go this route, or at least snag this. Odd.
Until the stars align.
There was somebody I wanted to reset their whole thing for, and I don't remember who it was. Oh, is Tizo because I wanted to get rid of the one where, like, he turns into a thingamajigger? Oh, well. Back at the Black Wagon, you were taking some time to recover after succumbing to the chastity in your latest rite when Volfred approaches. An unfortunate result, my boy. Though I am confident we can do better. We have the means. There is always the Beyonder crystal there if you need it. The rites may be ending, but we still have time to achieve our plan with a capital P, which is at a 52% success rate, if we can get the better of our adversaries. Come then, let's see whom we shall square against next when the next stars align. Stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. What have we got? Haub. Goal. Horus. Oh, neat. Now it's me. Thallium, the 10th of 12th moon, 8:37 AS. Volfred asked that I take notes from after each rite. Henceforth, he indicates the cycle of the rites appears to be accelerating even faster now. We likely shall be summoned to the fall of Solium again very soon. Let's knock out the dissonance, probably. Let's see. Horus. It's the accusers. Withdrawn and no, let's do the accusers. It's better than it. Plus maybe more lore. Secret Dark Past. Stars reveal to you a path toward the Hulk of Horus, where the rites shall soon continue. Come morning, your travels shall continue. For now, everyone needs rest. Do I have anything unlocked yet? No. Bertrude, what's up? We're unaccustomed to seeing Bertrude smiling, and yet there she is doing just that. You soon see why. You have observed before how her manner seems to soften to the degree it can whenever Volfred is around. I ship it. If only I could have seen their faces then. What was your secret, dare I ask, dear Bertrude? It appears that they are reminiscing about old times in the Commonwealth.
Flame-resistant ink, Sandalwood. It was the inks themselves which kept those volumes from being burnt to ash.
Flame-resistant inks? Of course. The good officers who came to visit, they were so intent on burning all the evidence, they did not stop to think the evidence was fireproof.
Alas, that they later found a way to burn thy stamping press regardless.
An illegal invention allowing written materials to be published at an extraordinary rate. In 617 AS, the Commonwealth was under siege from within as anti-theocratic propaganda quickly spread.
Thy written words, they moved us many times, and many others whom we knew there in the southern bogs.
No matter, dear Bertrude. What's done is done. At least we made it difficult for them. Is that not so? While introducing some of our fellow citizens to new ideas.
Perhaps.
My words would not have reached near half as many were it not for you. Not to mention how I managed to elude them for another decade or so. I am ever thankful for your sacrifice.
Thy thanks shall not be necessary, Sandalwood.
Well, you shall have to take them from me anyhow. Thank you, Bertrude, for helping to fulfill a modest author's dreams. What good's a stamping press without good inks?
No good at all.
They exchange a laugh at this, but then...
Even still, and through this new ordeal, thou hast no love for us, is that not so?
She goes for it. Bertrude.
Nay, we understand full well. Thou needst not further explain thyself.
There are different kinds of love, Bertrude.
On that account, thou hast nothing to teach us, Sandalwood.
They each remain silent for a time. Our hearts, they cannot be controlled, Bertrude. Blasted things they are, they act well on their own. He puts away his pipe. I am blessed to have you in my life, back in the Commonwealth and here as well. I mean that. Although, I know that it is not enough. At first, Bertrude does not seem to acknowledge this in any way, but then...
Nay, Sandalwood. It is enough. It is enough.
She departs without awaiting a response, brushing past you as she goes. Wolfred soon turns away as well, politely bidding you a good evening. The two old friends have evidently managed their way past certain tensions in their long-standing relationship. They rather seem to draw a certain strength from one another. Huh. Let's see what we can do for you, Sandalwood. I feel like there's got to be some better way to handle you. I feel like we might have to cheese some things here and there, so we'll just do that. And on we go.
Have you not done enough yet, Nightwings? Father was just now attempting rest, but still you torment him. He may think you have some honor in you, but I can see plain what you really are. Leave us alone, damn you!
Oh, okay. Can I, like, keep attacking them? There's a few ways to approach this time. Oh, Frothsea was the one. So Frothmore. It was Frothsea. That was the one I was thinking of earlier. The flight takes you near to where you breached past Stormwall into Deathless Tempest. With the climate and the downside intensifying, you wonder if the storm has spilled forth from its confines and started to ravage other regions of the land. Ragged Rock will help. Oh, it says, Wolfred observes the waters on this route seem to be shining with stardust. So we could get more stardust to power up talismans. Lay believes that the 8 scribes shall bless you here with buffs, and Ruki observes that this current to the Hulk of Horus is teaming with fish. Let's do it. Let's go, Ruki. Let's go fishing. Fish for denizens of the deep. With your remaining time this day, you set your mind to the ancient art of fishing as you drift along the undulating waves of the fathomless trench. You still have nothing to show for your efforts today, however, when Ruki approaches to check in on you.
Hey, catch anything yet, chum?
Just then your lures ring. Moments later, one of the slippery denizens is in your grasp. You thank Ruki for his contribution. You caught 8 ring. Reader 2, fish 0. You sell it for $75 dues. Relish my victory. Ruki, what you got for me? You find Ruki having just put back his Greentail family portrait. There is something of a wistful look in his eyes. Then something comes over him and he moves in close, lowering his voice.
Look, chum, I gotta level with you about something here real quick. Truth is, that I haven't been entirely upfront with you about my family situation.
He hesitates a while, then...
We ain't exactly, quite as rich as I've been letting on. I mean, we do just fine, and we got lots of money stored away. It's just, mostly locked up in savings bonds, and...
He seems to catch himself in the middle of another tall tale and relents before you can respond one way or another.
The situation is, my mom back on the other side, she needs a little bit of help financially and otherwise. All she's got now are my knuckle-headed uncles to keep her steady. Always told her I'd make something of myself, you know? I was just a clerk in their shop. Things started getting tough for us, so I started looking for all kinds of different work. Got in with some unseemly sorts, I guess, but the pay was real good. We took to shipping certain types of stuff down here, of all places, flushing it straight down the river, watertight. The pay was right. Mom was so proud of me. We were eating real good all the time. But, well, you can probably guess what happened. I barely scraped by after they flushed me down here. Would have been food for a bunch of howlers had Jody not bailed me out of a tough spot one fine evening. As for my mom, well, she doesn't know the half of it. My uncles told her I'm away on business. Not entirely untrue, I guess, but if she knew, it'd break her poor heart. So, don't know how else to put this, chum, but I want to get out of here. Get back to what I was doing back home. On the straight and narrow, though. I'd go straight this time for sure. Just don't go telling everybody that old Rookie Greentail's just a mama's boy, okay? I got a certain reputation to uphold. He quickly scampers out the door. His past has been weighing heavily on him, but you sense he was sincere about wishing to lead an honest life. Rookie. Barely made a living as a trader in the Commonwealth, trying to provide for an aging mother and several good-for-nothing uncles until he found a much more lucrative clientele among those exiled to the downside. To them, he would ship various commodities, but just as things were looking up, he was finally caught and cast down the river. There, after Jodariel saved him from a pack of howlers, he promised to repay her. Crime of smuggling. Records state he sought to undermine the social fabric of the Commonwealth for self-gain. 4 years out here. Huh, alright. Okay. Well, we might not get to do a unlock a thingy. Might just be going up to this battle, doing it, and calling it quits. Here's versus the accusers. Deep in the boundless waters of the Sea of Soulless, you find a messenger imp looking to bring you the latest news and rumors from the other side. This time around, the imp brings tidings of Sir Gilman and what happened to him since his liberation of the fall of Solium, when at last his self-imposed exile came to an end. You learn that his return to the Commonwealth was met with much rejoicing, and that before long he was promoted to the rank of Veiled Captain on the Blood Border. And yet with tears welling in his eye, he did refuse the post, stating that he no longer had the heart to fight against the High Wing remnants as he once did. Then he cast down his helmet. And when next anyone saw him, he was among Volfred's agents, having joined the revolution to reshape the Commonwealth from within. You thank the messenger imp for the report and salute it crisply as surely Gilman would have. Soon, the news has everyone in the wagon talking. One of the Sea Dominion's own, laying down his arms by his own choice. I'm honestly surprised, even having known him. Hey, I can tell you one thing. Sure is quieter without having him around, right everyone? Noble Gilman made the gallant choice, it seems. Our plan comes closer to fruition, though, through his good example and support.
Do you think that one day I can be as brave as him? Because I don't always think I can.
I hope he's feeling more comfortable in his own skin these days. Glad he did the right thing.
The tears he shed off had been bottled, and thus set aside for use in various serves.
Tizo feels inspired by the news of Gilman's selfless actions. The news of Gilman's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. Give us those stats. Hell yeah, some hope. One hope. A single hope. Let's go shopping.
Oh, hey guys, you know, it seems so awfully quiet now, I gotta say, without that slippery little character who I used to hang around with you, I mean. Talks like this a lot, know what I mean? Hope he found that honor thing he's always going on about. We don't got that in stock just now.
Flame Leech. After dousing adversaries' pyre, bearer's pyre recovers. Fire equaled up to 50% of damage dealt. Ooh. Certain challenges. Okay, we do need some of that. We want to sell this fish. 75 smackaroos. The bear's ore remains while grasping the orb but cannot be cast. I think I want to take this. Because I want to be able to run into people as, like, Ruki, maybe. Or somebody else with, like, maybe give them a large... Somebody a large barrier. Wait. I'm gonna get this one because... Does... Shall be seeing you guys. I do want to go into practice here for a second because I want to know if... challenge to practice, right? What happens if I use that on Sandalwood? Is he casting to make the little dudes? Sprouts? Like, is that an aura? What if? Let's just go like, I don't know. I don't care. I like casting. Okay. I like casting with bird tree, but okay, I cannot cast. I cannot make those, but I can teleport. Where's my... What, shrinks over time? Is that it? How do I... That seems strange. One to wagon. So why is it because he teleports that it just doesn't give him back aura? Like he respawns, but then that seems funky. I don't think that's interacting correctly. Wait, I don't want to do that yet. I feel like there's a way to really utilize that well, to have like somebody just charge through. But who's somebody that doesn't cast much? Maybe you. What do you use? It's +8 quickness. Let me change this out for yours. Put that on you. Pamotha can't use this. Why? Because it's restricted to things, isn't it? Worms, harps, or crones can't use it. So the only ones that I could use it on are Ruki. Cast a sword, lingers longer than usual. Or... but I would want somebody with bigger presence. Flutter, zip, use less tap. I feel like this is needed. Okay, well, that's fine. You can get that back. You can get... What was it that I had on her? Oh, quickness, just so she's hella fast, yeah. Okay, well, we'll just try again. See how it goes. Commence the right. Use it right now. Oh, it's 7:54. Cool. After this, we should be good. At last. Well, Tizo, I have every faith in your ability in this.
Cool.
Tizo is feeling more than ready to take on the accusers. You wish them all good fortune in return. Little else is said, and together you watch the celestial harmony in common silence and await the accusers. Yep, the right stuff, as opposed to the wrong stuff. Ba-dum-bum. Oh, we got a new one. Shack Six Shoulders. Not gonna worry about it. I was having a hard enough time before. Monley was tough. Very tough.
Hark now, you exiles of the Night Wings. You are returned once more unto the hulk of Horus. The adversaries you are to confront shall be the accusers. Reduce their pyre to a smolder and step closer to freedom. Now prepare yourselves.
Okay. You. We are ready for you, Nightwings. Come accuse us. Let us crush them and be done here quickly. I feel like I gave him British. If I remember correctly.
Who shall it be this time?
I still think Wolfred's gonna be good for this one. Oh, I gotta give him a talisman of some kind. Let's do... We'll do this one. We'll try it.
Wolfred.
We'll go... Maybe we go... Hamatha this time.
Hamatha.
And... Bertrude. I'll try it.
The choice is cast.
We await the Legion Rites commencement.
Come then, Nightwings. We are prepared for you.
Commence. Beware
take
the
that.
adversary's aura, or be banished.
Oh, okay. Oops.
Too
Well,
slow there, Pamela.
Okay.
Beneath contempt.
I'll take that, please. No. No!
Already
I couldn't
does
dash
your
in.
hive's flame
That was
begin
dumb.
to
How are they hitting so hard? Jesus Christ.
banished.
I'll take that.
By the scribes.
Oh no.
Now go.
Come on.
Hamatha has doused the flame.
There we go. No.
Clashing blow against your
They hit so hard. How are they hitting so hard?
Nightwings, this ends here and now.
That Lendl certainly enjoys a rousing speech, though talk means nothing in the rites.
magnificent. Another banishment. Wherever did the night
Nope.
wings
They got me. They're so powerful. I don't get it. Come on. Come on.
and
Nope.
it is done.
They hit so hard.
Accusers prevail. Their adversaries proved no match for them.
I don't have like a debuff on or something,
The
am I? Are they just
ceremony is
stronger?
complete.
Oh well.
You low-life Nightwings, may you savor every taste of the bitter defeat that we prepared for you this eve. And know that this was only the beginning, for I trust we soon shall meet atop Mount Elodial. Then may I be rid of you at last, and rid of this damned place besides.
Pay no heed to Lendel's empty threats. Should we face him in the liberation rite, his anger will impair his judgment.
He acts so high and mighty. It's a wonder that your Commonwealth didn't want to keep him.
Always is there greater knowledge to be
I've done nothing but lose this time around. That's okay, but like, how am I so bad?
Is it you recall there, Beaufort, my old friend?
Oh, y'all are friends?
The rites demand we act as of one mind, in perfect unison and harmony, and free of any doubt. I've grown more accustomed to being a part of the Nightwings of today.
Okay, what do we get now? It was either gonna be burst. Spawns faster than usual, gains a larger aura. Yeah, not this one for sure. Bertrand, you're so close.
Until the stars align.
Some burn skip ball, I just noticed that. Also, thank you, generic account name, for redeeming Hydrate. After you ceded victory to the accusers rather embarrassingly, how did you know? There's little time for you to rest as yet. The night beckons and the next rite reveals itself to be a vital one.
It is already time, reader. Come see for yourself. The coldness of the season now presents to us another chance.
He heads out straight away and you follow in turn. Indeed, among the remaining stars, you see one with which you are familiar now burns ever brightly. The freedom is laid bare before you. And we will pursue it next time on the Yzbrid stream. However, thanks so much for hanging out. I apologize that these were losing battles this time. But that's okay. Because, you know, it really doesn't matter the battles leading up to the liberation, right? It just matters that we get that liberation, right? Anywho, thanks once more for hanging out, folks. To you folks who are watching on YouTube, thank you for checking this out post-stream. I will be back next Monday. Things are... I don't want to say things are a little bit in flux, but I don't know exactly what's going on tomorrow. Our schedule is just a little bit... who is streaming what is kind of dependent on some factors, so we will just see. But at the very least, I will definitely see you on Monday. So I'm going to run through all the sweet things, all the places that you can find Yzbrid, such as the website itself, yzbrid.net. Places to follow Yzbrid, which are at Twitter and on Facebook. Both.com, /Yzbrid Games, YSBRYDGAMES. You can wishlist several of the games right now. Nirvana, No Place for Bravery, both wishlistable. There is merch to be acquired, not spelled that way though, like so. In case you want to check out some of the stuff that we were selling at PAX East, and if you want to get any of that kind of stuff yourself. If you need to be reminded when things are back in stock, or you just want to talk to us outside of the stream, hang out in a really cool Discord, and maybe gloat about the losses that I suffered today, come hang out with us on the Discord at discord.gg/YzbridGames. Was there anything else I needed to mention besides myself? If not, well, I have been Fizz and continue to be Fizz. Kellen Fizz Stevens, voice actor and streamer over here for y'all. You can check out my Twitter at twitter.com/FizzTheHuman and my website at www.findfizz.biz. It's been a lovely evening, and thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. And thanks to our lovely mod team as well, because we love them. Y'all have a good evening, and I shall see you in the next one. Farewell!